Yeah, and a good miss. He went for it and not get it safe or anything. Just get the double four in the next shot and try to build the momentum.
122. Shane requires
He's
8.
done well there to halve his score.
Game
And Shane's got other ideas. Best leg of the match
Shane
there, the most
McGurk.
authoritative leg as well. What happens
Shane
here? Do we go the
requires
distance or does
110.
McGurk get this done? He's already missed 3 for the match. Now it's a dart at a different double.
74. Richard
Is
requires
this getting away from
72.
Shane?
He should go 12 now.
Well,
Game
well,
shot on the
well.
6th leg.
Things are getting
Richard
very
McKee.
interesting, and it's only game 1. Get your 4-0s, but don't lose 4-0. And if you do lose as tight as possible.
60.
And he might
Richard
lose.
requires 72.
That's the problem. That is a lovely miss. That opens up single to double combination. It's tops again. And Richard McKee has caused chaos in the table from the gun.
For one of the
Danny
rarest
requires
spotted legs you'll see,
101.
the 5-ton leg. Something you think you'd see quite a lot, isn't
61.
it? 4 tons and the 101 checkout.
Andy requires 65.
Once upon a time, we'd say that's a good leg. Now it just feels something mediocrely par for the course. This for the breaking 3-1. 2 darts at Tots of Hamilton. And this
Game
is what
on
he's
the
doing so
4th
well.
leg.
He's not
Andy
allowing Danny Van
Hamilton.
Tripe a second opportunity back at the board.
The
Requires
feeling
25.
of a bit of a freebie, a game in hand scenario.
However, I would argue
1.
that could also lead to perhaps a bit of a false sense of security
Jimmy
if you were to
requires
lose said
60.
game. Great if you win it, but you still... Yes, I get what you mean in terms of the points, but still could lead to problems further down the line as Van Schie looks at Tops and
Game shot on
pins
the
it into
first
the left-hand
leg.
corner to take a
Jimmy
1-0
Van
lead.
Schie. Second leg, Scott to throw
Don't
first.
punch that camera, Scott. It's
Game
worth a
on.
couple of quid. You think perfectly.
Jimmy's finding nothing. He's even losing that line a lot, isn't he, on that
78.
first dart? The dart kicking
Scott
across.
requires 70.
Jimmy's feeling it this morning.
Well, Scott went in for a closer inspection, realised it was only in the single, and so 1 dart at Tops was
Game
all he
shot on the
needed to
4th
win
leg.
that leg.
Scott Taylor.
Well, I tell you what, there's a plot twist and a half this morning, isn't there? Well,
Jimmy requires
when Jimmy Van Schie made it through to the
135.
grand final of Champions Night, part of his run was reliant on big finishes at crucial moments. And you get the sense this is another one of them, but he's not going to get a secondary dart to at least give himself a poke at the bull.
41.
And so Scott Taylor will come back looking at
Scott
double 10
requires 20.
to complete a 4-2 win. The former champion looking to get the better of the former runner-up and derail his hopes of making it through to another Champions Night. Double 5. Into the
Game,
corner.
shot.
It was the double
And
that
the
won him the
match,
Champions
Scott
Week
Taylor.
title back in Series 6. And that's a win which causes Jimmy Van Schie all sorts of problems. It just opens things up for interpretation.
I would-
And 3
Danny
more darts
requires
at Wes Newton, the
56.
European Darts Trophy. That one stung a bit. Who's doing the stinging here?
46.
It might be Richard McKee.
Richard requires 113.
You see, one moment he's averaging 95. He missed a couple of darts on double. Next leg he doesn't score, and now he can hurt Danny Van Tripe. That's how quick the game can
shot
change.
in the fourth leg.
What an amazing finish.
Richard McKee.
What a moment.
Just imagine if this is a max.
Looks very tempting.
180.
What a moment again.
Danny
Let me just
requires
move this crystal ball.
149.
This game could be over, and Danny's
50.
chances of getting through this group
Richard
could be
requires
bruised
40.
severely. Double 10. Well, who thought
Game,
this was going to
shot,
happen?
And the match.
Richie McKee has won his first 2 games of Friday, and he started the table in 5th position. Now he's on the same points as McGurk and Van Tripe, and is now back in the reckoning. There's always someone that you enjoy playing because the pace suits you perfectly. He was thinking 180 there.
136.
And then he thought,
Shane
oh, actually, I don't need that.
121.
But a very good shot. Put the pressure straight on, back on McGurk.
Oh,
Game
what
from
pressure.
the second leg.
Astonishing shot.
Shane McGurk.
Shane McGurk has turned up in game 2. Possibly on double 5.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, now we can see how if he
82.
practice on tops
Shane
in the
requires
practice room and how
40.
confident he is of hitting this.
Game on the third leg. Shane McGurk.
Say no more. Needed another treble there just to get a little bit further down to feel really comfortable. Now he will feel comfortable because Taylor has
58.
not left to finish.
6 darts,
Shane requires
minimum of
76.
76 finish. Yeah, and he should be all right. Awkward dart. He went for. I don't think that on purpose. Well,
That was not part of the plan. That was.
Game. Shot.
What a performance from
And the
Shane
match.
McGurk.
Shane McGurk.
This is how good he was on doubles in that game. He actually hit more than he needed to. He's shaking his head. Well, what do you want, Shane? Go on back to the practice room and get yourself some good news. A 4-1 victory and you just averaged 112. That's the best performance of the entire week. Gone lofty. He's raised his average by nearly 20.
43. Jimmy requires
Jimmy Van Ski
91.
win is good for him. It's actually really good for Shane McGurk as well.
Game
And
shot
that
on the
win could be
fourth
one leg
leg.
away.
Jimmy Van Ski.
Jimmy is playing some of the best darts of his week in this match
Jimmy
because this has
requires
been
161.
absolutely brilliant.
well, you've seen with other sports as well, that players have. Oh, look at this. Oh,
136.
that's unlucky, but still,
And he
and he's still on
requires
170.
170.
The players they have a book with him with the right stuff in that they can read in between sets. Or with tennis, for example, that you go back to that feeling or a sentence or whatever.
27.
If it helps, why
Jimmy
not?
requires 25.
This would help massively. Double 8. He's not under a massive amount of pressure.
21.
Maybe it could have been different if he
And
was.
he requires 143.
I think this is one of the hardest finishes on the dartboard. You can't go for the same department twice to leave a double. But you can get it with that. Second part of it, unsuccessful.
77.
Weird
What-
last dart.
Yeah, that was the white
Jimmy
flag raised. He
requires
believes that Jimmy's going to
4.
hit this.
Although this is a difficult double for Jimmy. So his darts are standing up, so he's really moving around the hockey to get past it now.
What a
Game,
great shot from Jimmy Van Ski.
And the match.
We've
Jimmy
got
Van Ski.
chaos in Group C.
Tread all over it. 56 left to move 3-1 to the good and then 1 away from victory.
100. Danny requires 56.
There'll still be an outside chance, but he will give himself a chance nonetheless if he
Game
wins
shot on
this
the
fixture.
fourth leg.
And he's 1 away
Danny Van
from doing
Tripe.
exactly that. 3 to 4-2 victory. 2 darts in his hand, a double 18.
48.
Have come and gone.
Scott requires 20. Game shot on the sixth flag.
Well,
Scott
how
Taylor.
important is that going to be when we review things at the end of the day?
Another one here. Would have made
100.
Scott Taylor favourite for the leg, you
Danny
feel. Van
requires
Tripe
121.
for the match. Looks at the ball and gets the
Game.
ball.
Shot.
And is that the shot that just
And
keeps him in
match.
play
Danny
in terms
Van
of
Tripe.
qualification? Still a long way back for Danny Van Tripe if he's going to make it through to Champions Night tomorrow. But he's given himself at least that lifeline. Forget about Danny Van Tripe. That was a Scott Taylor push.
58. Andy requires 170.
Should get another one. But that's under the proviso that Hamilton doesn't take out the big fish. Another. Bullseye. Gave that a good scare, didn't he?
145.
He did, but he might be in for a
Richard
scare of his own
requires
right now.
78.
Richard McKee should be expecting at least a dart at the double here. Oh, he's going to get 2.
Game shot on the full
Only needs
flag.
the 1. What a shot. What a
Richard
moment and
McKee.
what a key exchange.
In hand at double 10
Andy
to take us all the way.
requires 20.
His doubling at times has left a bit to be desired. 2 from 14 in this contest. And that slip into the 15 meant he had
18.
nothing in play for the last dart.
Richard requires
And he may well be
48.
sucked back into play in terms of the qualifying mix here. Because Richard McKee has 2 darts at double 16, 1 at double 8. And that would have been for
32.
win number 3 of the day.
Andy requires 2.
Last chance saloon for the hammer. For the missed darts there for Richard McKee. He's not watching on at the moment. But
No
he'll
score.
love what he hears. Another
Richard
opportunity
requires
to keep this
16.
winning run going.
Game.
Double
shot,
8 is
and the
found,
match.
and that
Richard McKee.
puts Richard McKee onto 8 points and only puts him a couple off of Andy Hamilton.
21
Shane
hours later,
requires
you might be right.
149.
Yeah, how it all plans out now, it's great. I mean, we don't even have one player that you can say, okay, he's through.
80.
They can all go out.
Jimmy
In one,
requires
in one or two matches,
127.
everything can change so much. We got even McGee is still in the mix.
Jimmy Van
Game
Schie
shot,
is
the
very much in
second
the
leg.
bullseye.
Jimmy Van Schie.
What a superb shot from Big Jimmy.
Jimmy requires
I
140.
hate to bring it up at the end of the third leg, Vincent, but I haven't seen any fist bumps anywhere.
No, exactly.
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it's all business and when the money's on the line
62.
and the title and the chance of
Shane requires
being in the biggest
127.
night we can offer, friendliness goes out the window.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly how it should be.
Game
Oh,
shot on the third
what
leg.
a shot!
Shane
Again.
McGurk.
Again with a break. Game then for him. That's so much easier than counting or looking at numbers.
Absolutely. Because these dart players, by playing the tournaments that they regularly do, they're
58.
conditioned for knockout stuff.
Shane requires
And
120.
McGurk has got 120, and he doesn't need the bull this time. Tops, it's clear. Absolutely
on the full flag.
sensational.
Shane
The finishing
McGurk.
over the last 3 legs has been as good as you will see anywhere in the world today. He
Jimmy
leaves himself on
requires
tops after 12 for the second
129.
consecutive leg. As Van Schie got another in the locker. This is monstrous.
98.
Not this time.
Shane
Shane
requires
is averaging
40.
107. One more thing to do. And that was
Game,
it.
shot, and the match.
What a performance from
McGurk.
McGurk, and what a great game played in a wonderful spirit between 2 astonishing dart players. 19's first, potentially? Yeah, I like the 19's first on that. It opens up the possibility of using either the
99.
bullseye or the treble 14.
Richard requires 47.
Tops has been good. Has
Game
it
shot
ever?
on the fourth leg.
He's been like Robert
Richard
Thornton on
McKee.
tops today. When he needs leg
34.
difference
Scott
to go his
requires
way,
54.
that was a bad dart. Oh, come on, Scott. You did that on purpose, didn't you? But don't throw it over there. Turn around and throw it at double 6. Could be a lot worse. I'll make you a promise, Scott. If you hit this with the first dart, we'll call this the Scott Taylor.
51.
left.
Richard
What
requires
an amazing opportunity
40.
now here for McGee to finish it off.
Finish it
Game,
off, he
shot,
does.
And, the
And it
match.
had to be tops,
Richard
didn't it?
McKee.
What is going to happen next in this table? As getting opponents at the wrong time. Maybe Van Schie is getting Van Tripe at the wrong time because he seems to be cooking now.
60.
Yeah, exactly. 12
Danny
darts,
requires
28 left. That's
28.
not- yeah, difficult to break then, but
Game shot on the
he has to be
fifth
critical
leg.
about his own
Danny
game.
Van
He wasn't
Tripe.
2-3-2 after 12 darts, and that's too far off.
85.
Yeah, for Jimmy, it's one of his worst games, and this is not a good timing to play a bad game.
$33.
How big is this 100
Jimmy
checkout?
requires 100.
It's a massive one, eh?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
start.
Tops. It is so
Game shot on
good
the sixth
That's
leg.
and so needed.
Jimmy Van Schie. And
He might need mistakes from Danny to get this match won. That had every chance. I admire what he just did. That was actually a very
125.
smart play.
Jimmy requires
He
148.
wants to make sure he got 2 darts for the match if Van Schie didn't hit 148.
Hold on to your hats. Not again. Jimmy Van
Game,
Schie
shot.
strikes. What a
And the
time to
match,
find
Jimmy
another
Van
heroic
Schie.
shot. My word. He's just knocked Danny Van Tripe out of Champions Week.
40.
But Shane McGurk is just beginning to step it up. Much better leg to level this game up at 2-2.
$92.
Similar to the last one, isn't it? The
Shane
players went
requires
first with a bit of comfort.
110.
Double 16 to level
Game
us up
shot on
at
the fourth
2-2.
leg. Shane McGurk.
He needed a spark, and that could be it for Shane McGurk. Oh, just when he needed it the most. Is this the power play towards the line that he needed?
What a scoring
48.
leg, though, this. 180 and
requires
back-to-back
41.
140s. Time on his side.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Possibly the best
Shane
start.
McGurk.
Leg of the week there. Not in regards to the numbers. We have seen a 10-dart leg. However, in regards to the
Sixth leg.
context.
Shane
This is it.
requires
6 starts, so
126.
1-2-6 for Shane McGurk to qualify through to Champions Night. He's going to get a dart at double 6 to have qualified in
114.
sumptuous style.
Well, he will be back. There's nothing Andy Hamilton can do. Shane McGurk got full preparation to get himself ready here. Normally, when he prepares, he delivers.
123.
Could be an 11 dart to possibly followed by 13.
Shane requires 12.
But it's double 6 for Champions Night. But that's
No
4
score.
darts. That's 4 darts to do it. And if Hamilton takes out
Andy
this 85, he can't
requires
automatically
85.
qualify here.
Did not expect to see Shane McGurk miss that opportunity. The eyes are closed. He's just waiting to hear what is called.
Well, this is a huge moment.
Game shot on
Shane
the sixth
McGurk
leg.
has missed 4
Andy
darts to
Hamilton.
qualify for Champions Night. And Andy Hamilton has leveled this game up at 3-3.
They might not be enjoying it.
This is a world-class play. A world-class play and a world-class leg when it matters. 64 left after 9. McGurk has to respond. He probably has to respond with a max. Definitely needs another one. Leaves himself on the big fish.
131.
If-
Andy
sorry, the
requires
little
64.
fish. If Hamilton cannot take out the 64. Double 8 for an 11 darter to get the job done. Andy
Game,
Hamilton
shot,
showing
and the match,
all of
Andy
his
Hamilton.
resilience. all of his class and all of his grit. Shane McGurk missed 4 darts to qualify for Champions Night.
Such a rare shot, isn't it,
Richard
when you've got those
requires
2 treble to double
25.
combos.
That felt nervy. That felt very nervy. And Vashki is back for the break.
Jimmy requires
Back to the drinks
94.
table to compose himself because he knows the magnitude of this moment. Two at tops. Two 0 Vashki. This man really does know how to deal in the big moments.
Richard requires 32.
Has to go, otherwise his Champions Week is over. And it doesn't. And so Jimmy Vashki back for the match and back for
40.
Champions Night. Double top to return to the big night. It's going to be party time in Portsmouth tomorrow night because Jimmy Vashki, the biggest crowd favourite at the Live Lounge, has qualified for Champions Night again, and he has a point to prove.
This one needs to be about 2 millimeters high. Not there. This one needs to go in.
8.
Good news for Shane McGurk.
Scott requires 40.
3 darts for Scott Taylor to go 2-0 up.
Not even close. And it had to be
Game shot
dart
in the
3.
second leg.
That's the dagger
Scott
that is
Taylor.
being twisted. And Hamilton has got his back against the wall again.
Scott requires
Feels
128.
unlikely.
Yeah, exactly.
However,
Oh.
he threw that second dart viciously.
88.
But I think the
And he
entire darting
requires
world was holding its
7.
breath after the first dart landed. And that includes this man. Oh, that's close. My word.
That was a nervy dart.
Taylor thinks he's hitting this.
Me too.
There it is.
Game shot in the fourth leg.
Andy Hamilton with a Fergie time style 7 checkout.
Fifth leg. Scott to throw first. Game on. Scott
Outside
Right at the
requires
start was 100.
102.
An outside chance for Scott Taylor to get back in this match. Needs a treble now.
$49. Andy
I
requires
can't possibly
10.
say that this is a difficult double. Because he likes the doubles at the top of the board in this match. Yet again, he splits 5s. This time the single 3 is better. It's double 1 again. Oh, his best
Game
friend all
shot
of a
in the
sudden is
fifth
double 1.
leg. Andy Hamilton.
And all of a sudden he's 1 leg away to make it to finals night.
That this is not a great standard of match. It really doesn't matter. Oh, for heaven's sake, Andy.
Great moment.
180.
Especially after that last score of 60 when he was far off. This was great.
Yeah, that was a world-class 180.
100.
He might be 58. He might be the oldest
Andy
person in
requires
Champions Week.
64.
But he's still got it. It never left him. And he's got a chance to make Saturday night his. Andy Hamilton
Game,
is going to
shot,
Saturday for the
and
first
the
time
match.
in
Andy
Champions Week. He
Hamilton.
could be the champion in just over 24 hours. He gets his opportunity and denies Shane McGurk a chance of getting this title.
Battling for that since Monday. And then, it's not possible anymore. That is a very bad feeling.
180.
Such a show-off.
Yeah, the no look, that's so overrated.
60.
yeah,
Shane requires
you've been
80.
a dart player as well, so you know that's the easiest shot in the world.
How about this one?
Game
I
shot
suppose
in the
that's a pretty
third
good leg. He's just had
Shane
an 11
McGurk.
darter with a double-double and a no-look 180. The campaign with a 170.
30.
I wouldn't back against him the
Shane
way he's played in
requires
this game.
170.
How about it? How about it, Shane? Oh, my
Game,
word. That
shot,
is unbelievable.
And the match, Shane McGurk.
What a performance from Shane McGurk. He finishes off with an 11 darter and a 12, and he's not even happy about it because it's always about the big picture. 111.33.
Trophy and £25,000. As you can see, confirmation of Van Schie and Hamilton both on 14 points. Shane McGurk, 12 points, narrowly missing out on qualification despite the best legs difference in the group, despite the fact he picked up as many legs as any other player in the group, but it was the points that ultimately mattered.